In times of collapse, fear spreads faster than fire. Some people build plans, skills, and community. Others build walls, suspicion, and isolation. Both believe they're ready, but only one path actually works. In this video, we break down the critical differences between true preparedness and destructive paranoia. Planning versus reacting. Building bridges versus burning trust. Agency versus helplessness disguised as control. These mindsets don't just shape survival strategies. They shape outcomes. One preserves life. The other quietly destroys it. Stay with us until the end, because understanding prepared versus paranoid may be the most important survival skill you'll ever learn.
Imagine the sirens start right now. Not a drill, the real thing. In that first 60 seconds, your brain will do one of two things. It will either save your life or it will kill you. Most people think the difference between a survivor and a victim is a basement full of canned food or a high-end bug-out bag. They're wrong. The most dangerous thing you can carry into an apocalypse isn't a lack of supplies, it's a broken perspective. Today, we're looking at the thin, bloody line between being prepared and being paranoid, and why, when the world ends, the paranoid are often the first to fall. We've all seen the movies. The hero grabs their gear and hits the road the second things go south. But in reality, most people do nothing. This is normalcy bias. It's a glitch in our evolutionary software. Your brain is so desperate for the world to be fine that it interprets the sound of a gunshot as a car backfiring. But then there's the other side of the coin, the prepper, the person who has been waiting for this. You'd think they're the ones who survive, right? Not necessarily, because while normalcy bias makes you too slow, paranoia makes you too fast. It triggers a permanent state of fight or flight. When you live in constant fear, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that solves complex problems, shuts down. You stop thinking and you start reacting. And in a survival situation, a reaction without a plan is just a faster way to die. Let's talk about the lone wolf. It's the ultimate survivalist fantasy. One person against the world, armed to the teeth, trusting no one. It's also a death sentence. History shows us that the people who survive long-term apocalyptic events aren't the ones with the most ammo, they're the ones with the most friends. But paranoia destroys the one thing you need to stay alive: social capital. If you've spent years training yourself to see every stranger as a threat, you've effectively opted out of the only system that has kept humans alive for 200,000 years, the tribe. Paranoia builds walls. Preparedness builds bridges. Think about recent crises. The people who fared the best weren't always those with the most supplies. It was the people who knew their neighbors, the ones who could trade a skill for a resource. The paranoid were busy guarding their porch, while the prepared were organizing community. So how do you know which side of the line you're on? It comes down to a simple question. Does this information give you agency, or does it take it away? Preparedness is a checklist. It's logical. If X happens, I do Y. It's calm. Paranoia is a feeling. It's an endless loop of what if that never leads to a plan, only more anxiety. Remember this. The goal of being prepared isn't just to survive a nightmare. It's to protect a life worth living. If your preparedness has made you bitter, isolated, and terrified of your fellow man, you haven't prepared for the apocalypse. You've already let it win. Check your bags, check your pantry, but most importantly, check your head. Because when the lights go out, the most important piece of gear you own is the 3 pounds of gray matter between your ears. Don't let fear turn it against you.